Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from TheRightTrader.com here, back today with another cryptocurrency price prediction video. Today I'm going to be going over Zcoin, which is currently ranking at the 91st spot on CoinMarketCap.com, and I'm going to be giving you my price prediction for the next 6 to 12 months out, so for 2017 to 2018. I'm also going to be going over and doing a more detailed technical analysis in just a second. I'm also going to cover the fundamentals and the community size of Zcoin really quickly as well. First off, I just wanted to give a little shout out to my cryptocurrency price predictions playlist as per usual. If you're interested in seeing some of my other price prediction videos, go and check out this playlist. I'll have a link in the description and in the comments below. I've made a bunch now, so if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on any cryptocurrencies, that's the place to go to. Now, I also wanted to ask you all to please give me some recommendations for price prediction videos, or really any kind of videos, because I do run out of ideas sometimes, and yeah, I just wanted to hear sort of what you guys would want to see from me. Now, let's get right into Zcoin let's start off here with actually the community size, because this is something that did surprise me quite a bit. And so over 1,000 members on their subreddit. Now, this isn't huge, granted, this isn't huge, and it's relatively active, but for where it's ranking, right, based on market cap, so like I said, 91st spot, that's actually a pretty big community, right? There's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are, high up on the, near the top 100 that don't have a community this big. So this is a good sign to me that it does already have, a good foundation, a community around it. So that's something that I wanted to point out, and that's definitely going to be a plus. One thing that I will say as well, I think I should really mention this, is I had made a top 5 privacy coin video not too long ago, and Zcoin was not included just because, I wasn't really aware of Zcoin. It hadn't really came in my radar, but it's definitely a cryptocurrency that would have been in my top 5 privacy coins video. Unfortunately, though, like I said, I wasn't really aware of Zcoin, but it's actually a cryptocurrency that I really like. I do think that it is one of the better privacy coins out there, so I did want to give it that credit, right? So what exactly is Zcoin? It's a privacy coin, so the zero knowledge proof cryptography technology is what they use, and they have nothing to do with Zcash. Okay, that's important to know. That's just because of the the technology that they're using and stuff. The name is coincidental, right? So their technology differs a bit, and they're not related, right? They're not like the same developers or anything. They're two separate cryptocurrencies altogether. So that's something to be aware of, right? Because the name could be confusing. Now, they go over sort of why Bitcoin, for example, has a privacy problem and how they're fixing that. And what I really appreciate is they go about this in a very clean and professional manner, right? It's really very clear for any kind of consumer. So that's something that I can appreciate and they really go through in a very neat and really, yeah, in the simplest way possible so everybody can understand, right? That's something that I really can appreciate, because they also have a really good video to kind of explain what they have going on. And, I'm not going to go too much into the details of it, but just right off the bat here, their website, of course you can do more research if you want, but it's actually a really nice and professional website, which is sometimes rare in this cryptocurrency space, and it shouldn't be the case, but it is. And Zcoin's website is really nice. It's great. They target, the end user. They target the actual consumer. They're not focused on corporations or anything like some of these other cryptocurrencies. That's another thing that I like. But just it's a sleek design, and it's explained very clearly, right? It's streamlined. A lot of cryptocurrency websites are very unclear on what they're actually working on, and Zcoin hits the points in a very direct and simple way. So that's another thing that I like about Zcoin. Now, coming into the numbers here on this cryptocurrency, let me just start off by showing you which exchanges they're on. They are actually on Bittrex, which is always a good sign. So that's of course where the majority of the volume is coming from. Now, a couple things. Volume is actually really nice for the actual market cap, right? They're often over $1 million in volume transacted per 24 hours. So that's a good sign, right? Because the market cap is only just under $45 million right now. So there's good liquidity for its size, right? And the circulating supply is also very small, right? And if I'm not mistaken, on their website, they I think they mentioned the actual total supply size. I'm not 100% sure on this, but let's see. Total supply, yeah, 21.4 million. So if I'm not mistaken, this is around the same size as Bitcoin. And that's a really good sign, right? They basically have a really nice and scarce supply, right? And you all know that I love that because it really increases the value and the scarcity of the cryptocurrency, right? It's like economics 101. You need to have a limited and, you know, ideally pretty small supply. So that's another selling point right there. Now, one thing that I will say, I always say this in my privacy, you know, cryptocurrency videos, but privacy coins in general, I like them because there's always people who want the added privacy benefit, and it's automatically user-based. So if it's a good cryptocurrency, it has that much more to gain from that, you know. Now, coming over to the chart here, it's pretty good. Now, I think I'm actually going to move over to the actual, you know, more detailed chart now, and I'll be using this to give you all my price prediction for the next 6 to 12 months out. But basically what I wanted to say, and you can see this really nicely on the chart, is you can see the humble beginnings that they had, right? So started off around, you know, let's see, 2016, end of 2016, and very humble beginnings where, you know, there was no kind of pump or anything. It was just, it had, you know, it dropped a bit at first and slowly got some adoption basically. Right over here, beginning 2017 is where it really started to get some growth, and it pretty much just took off from there. So very humble beginnings. That's something that I like to see. You can see that it's no, you know, there's no shady business in the distribution, it seems like, just off the chart here. So getting into the actual price action, right, and the patterns that we're dealing with, first thing that I like to point out is the uptrend that we have going on right now. And might as well say that we actually did kind of break out of a little downtrend over here that we had going on. So that's a good sign. And what we're really going to be paying attention to more so is the uptrend. You know, let's focus on well, we have a longer standing one that's over here, right? And that one, of course, is holding nicely. But I wanted to draw also the shorter term one, which is going to be this one right here, right? And so we tested this today because obviously the altcoins are, you know, money is coming out of the altcoins and going into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is getting all the attention right now, you know, because of the forks and everything. It's breaking out towards 7,000. So that explains that, but it's holding up nicely right now, and its middle band is where it's getting some support. You know, this is the brown line right over here. Basically, what I'm trying to say is it's uptrending nicely, right? And this is also can be seen on all of the indicators, right? Same thing on the MACD, uptrending nicely. RSI as well. And, you know, that's the first thing you want to see in a cryptocurrency, especially in this market environment, is to make sure that it's uptrending, right? So where do I kind of see it heading in the next 6 to 12 months? Well, I definitely think that based on the uptrends and everything, I think that we're gonna, and it didn't manage actually to break above this sort of resistance level right over here not so long ago, so that's another good sign. And I expect it, you know, in the next couple months to definitely come back up and test this, let's see, all-time high of, let's see, looks like 17 cents was the all-time high, it seems like. It looks like it broke above 20, so let's see if I'm, there might be a mistake on, oh, no, sorry, it did actually break above 20. So yeah, the all-time high is $20.26. I expected to test that in the next couple months, probably even break above that. You know, a cryptocurrency that's this well set up on all points and that hits a lot of, you know, selling points for me personally, I think that they usually are almost guaranteed to climb up the ranking, right? Because there's so many other cryptocurrencies that are less good and that are higher up in the ranking. So it's only normal that cryptocurrency like this would really come up higher into the ranking. And what that means is, of course, probably a test of $20 relatively soon, like I said, the next few months. Hopefully a break above that, which I think it would be pretty likely at that point. And from there, you know, you have to think, how much adoption could it really get? You know, look at the market cap as well. And I think it is a bit hard to say, but I think it could, you know, definitely be moving towards $50, right? Does that mean that it might be under it? Definitely, you know, it could be at $30, it could be at $40, it could be mid-40s. But I think it could even, you know, probably test $50. in the next 12 months. Could it even go higher than that? You know, most likely, especially with the low market cap that it has, if this really becomes one of the more mainstream privacy coins out there. So that's going to be some massive growth, right? We're talking like multiple 100% growth. But I think a 300% growth, something like that, would be reasonable, even though that's huge for the time being, right? And it could go higher than $50, of course, if it really gets some traction. We'll just have to see. But overall, I think that this one will have no problem, you know, climbing towards $50 to make it easy for you in the next, you know, in the next year, basically. So that's kind of what I expect to happen with Zcoin. Please let me know what you think of this cryptocurrency. Have you heard of it before? Do you like it? What do you think of it? Let me know. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. And otherwise, I appreciate you watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.